it's your boy Saturday Donee, your pastor's favorite DJ. We're back again giving you the top 10 dopest album covers of 2020, man. We're still on lockdown, so we're still absorbing the situation. Yo, media!
What it do? It's Mr MediaX, aka Art Bobby, aka co-host of Finance for Hippies, aka Mr Designer Extraordinaire, aka I'm out here, aka I'm about to review some albums. Gee!
Out here, dog. It's been a hectic week.
Sorry.
Yeah?
I'm about to review some album covers, not albums.
Dog, it's been a hectic week. We've had a Blackout Tuesday. We've had the shootings, police brutality. It's been hectic, bro. So let's hope this album covers as well could kind of like, sum up what's been going on in the streets.
Well, let's hope by the time we publish this, we will have achieved some kind of world peace as well. It'll be history. Let's hope some people will be locked up. But yeah, just remember, if you're watching this as well, we gotta do this. We gotta plug the channel. If you're not subscribed to this, you know what you gotta do. If you gotta subscribe, you gotta comment, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta share this content. You gotta put it out there, and maybe we're gonna invite you to chop it up with us at some points as well.
The channel to check out and to follow us, it's African Design League. Share that with your people. Share that even with artists, man. If you know artists and they feel like they're releasing dope album covers for us to talk about, hit them out, man. We like to have those submissions. Let's go be the best.
Yeah. So we said we're gonna start with my review today, right?
Sure, bro.
I'm feeling very confident about what you're bringing to the table today. So it is what it is. But so yeah, just to get to the point of it. So my selection for this week has been Moonga K. He's an artist that was introduced to by a good friend of mine who I work with a lot, Nosihe. So I hope it's Moonga K, right? Because me, I just listen to the music. I follow the Instagram stuff.
Sure.
I don't really get too lost in the interviews and such things, especially when I'm getting into an artist. But this guy's next. So the cover is for his single called Heartbeat 8, right?
Sure.
So let me, I got it in front of me here.
In yellow text, it has that yellow text.
For a single, it's Heartbeat 8. It was shot, the photography or film, but the image was shot by this amazing photographer who I found through this project, and I think you pronounce her name Donee Buetussa.
Sure.
It's some luxurious name, Pastor. Some name that I think
it's gonna appear. It's gonna appear there, Doc. So we can move on.
Exactly. So this is the cover for Heartbeat 8. It's a single from a project of his called Anecdote to Growth. I think these kids are just coming with some new creative aesthetic energy. But I need to put a disclaimer before we start breaking it down according to our anchors. For me, as much as we're reviewing this piece of work, I think I had a soft spot for the body of work and the execution of everything coming together.
All right, man. Our first pillar is concept. I'll start.
Yeah. All right, cool, man. So concept for me, I'm gonna give it the good number that I gave it was a 7.5 for the concept.
That's high, bro.
Yeah, that's high, but I think we're bringing some heat today. But listen, and when I grade it, again, this could be fair, it could be not be fair, but I'm looking at how it all comes together. So, because when I saw this artwork, it led me to want to look at the other artwork. So, and how this project lives, and how how this project lives is actually what I thought is so gravitating, especially where this single is linked to the album, which has got like its own Instagram page, which is and the whole thing is
okay.
to growth. I mean, bro, this album cover, this album's got symbols. There's like an official symbol for the project. So it might not, when you see it, you might not sit and think Heartbeat 8, but I also think that name is just dope. I think that name is just dope because I get a sense of already there's an emotion that's adapted to it. But
a takeout I'm taking from his show Oguti, it's an art piece you can't review or see in isolation.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
There we go. You pretty much summed up what I was gonna say. I thought the big idea of it was quite interesting. But I know when you look at the big idea, you like, does the title connect to the concept? So yeah. How you feel?
So you gave it a 7. Okay. I would have given it a
7.5.
Okay. I don't know when the 5 comes in, but hey. So Mina, I'm giving it a 6. I would have given it a 5 up until you gave the example of it's a body of work you can't see in isolation. So it means it also requires the person who's looking at it to also do some introspection, to follow up, to see, to be intrigued. And the fact that it actually has its own Instagram page for an album, I feel like that's really new in the industry. That's game changing already.
Oh, shout out.
So for your concept enjalo, for me, it's a 6 dog.
Yeah,
it's a good start.
Okay. I think you're a bit tough out there, but I get you. At the end of the day, we're gonna try and balance it between looking at the image and the overall body of work. But it is what it is. So, visual. So visual. As a visual, does it live up to what we're looking for within a visual? For me, I gave it a 6.
Okay.
My main challenge. So obviously it's got strong aesthetic qualities. This is a man, you know what I'm saying? This is a man, but he's got kind of, it's not rough or an aggressive image, you know what I'm saying? So as much as it's a guy, you can see that this is a guy who's in touch with himself, who can speak, who can speak emotionally. And I think, with the flowers and with the composition of the image, I thought that was beautiful. I don't think it's like a wild, crazy image that you think you would never have seen, but I like the fact that when I see it, it's almost like I know what I'm in for.
It's funny because at first glance, I thought, I'm an all-star. I'm sure.
Sure.
But now that like when I zoom in and I actually see properly, it's like, oh, it's actually holding white roses by the looks of things.
Yes, roses, bro. I thought it was a teddy bear when I first saw it.
Yeah. Dog, in terms of a visual, I've seen this type of photography. There's a kid from Alex called
Okay, you broke. So you said in terms of a visual, sorry, please just say that again.
In terms of visuals, I've seen this type of image before.
Yeah.
In terms of treatment as well. So there's a kid in Soweto, he's got a similar style of photography. Not in Soweto, and Alex called Marcus Harvey. You must check him out. Yeah. Marcus Harvey. Yeah. He's got it's on the same vibe. So it's not a new visual to me to look at. The composition is quite interesting because it's a half crop from his waist going upwards, and the gesture of like, it's as if he's hiding the flowers in a way, giving you a sense as if he's hiding his emotions as well. But I can go on for days trying to break down the image from what I see. So it's a 5.
Yeah. A 5. Sure. Now, Bas, I think I'm a hater, but it's fine, bro. We know why you're out here. Also, I think I think Donee, she's got this thing of when I've just been studying a bit of her photography, I love the ability to capture mystique, bro. It's simple.
You love?
That's what I like, the ability to capture mystique. You know what I'm saying?
What's that now? You use a
Like-
high grade English.
Yeah. No, man, like
Pela, it's
and
not only us who be watching this thing. So it's
it's almost like a sense of mystery about the image, you know.
Thank you,
And
media.
amazing ability to do that bit. So I think it's you know, yeah, I think it's got amazing ability to do that. Execution.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, cool. So execution. One more thing about the visual, by the way. Or maybe we'll. So does this live up to the big idea, right? Before confuse a band, as she visual, as she move. Talking about execution now. So does this live up to the big idea? I think the big idea is the body of work. So it definitely lives up to all the puzzle pieces that they were able to put together. In terms of my challenge with the execution of this actual image, I wasn't too excited about the typography treatment. I think they came with so much that they want to do visually, and again, I think people probably by this time you'll find that maybe people will think that we go a bit too much on the type side of things, but at this point I don't care because I think it's such an important.
No, it is big time.
So yeah, man.
Okay, so
Give my 6.
you're giving it a 6.
Yeah. I should have given that earlier. Sorry.
Okay. Hey, bro. I don't have much to say in terms of execution here, bro. Like it's and this is why I might be called a hater more. It's a 5-minute job, like how?
Yeah. Okay.
5-minute job. It's a picture. Like dog, they just left the font, and I think the font it's Arial bold. Left the Arial bold. You're keeping it moving. Yellow.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
I dog, it's a 4, bro. I. For me, it's and my last point before we get there. It's out of all these things, the execution, the concept, the visual, I think the execution part was the weakest.
Okay.
The concept was strong, the visual was okay, but in terms of the execution, I felt that's where it fell down that line. Yeah.
But I can get that. You sometimes, I guess, you never know whether it's capacity issues or whatever. You know, you never know how many people are working as a team on a project. I think the photography work that came with this is I really, really enjoy it. But you know, one thing that is going to be cool that I know that we're bringing to the discussion a lot is because it's challenging and it's such an important part of the design. It's always getting the type to meet everything else that's going on, and you know that can be the difference.
And media, Mhlampe to his rescue, he didn't even need, because the album we're going to be reviewing next to this one doesn't also have a title. We've been having a lot of covers where it's just clean photography.
Yeah. All right, cool. And then the disruptive factor. In terms of disruptive, for me, this was hella disruptive. They get a solid high 8. Because
Let's talk about that.
Stand by this 8 factor, and if you are gonna be a hater if you don't stand by this 8 that I'm bringing.
Let's talk about this 8.
They've brought something that we've never seen being done before, and in terms which is the rollout of the body of work.
Okay.
According to how it fits the puzzle. You get what I'm saying? In terms of the fact that from this, it's aligned with a disruptive idea, and I would say it changed the world disruptor. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the fact that when I found this project, there was a symbol for, this guy's the symbol for the project. I like the fact that I learned something new from experiencing this, from just finding this. As a standalone, it is not disruptive as it stands alone. But because I'm a lover, not a hater, I am take the rules and give and evaluate this image of the body of work.
Okay, no. If that's the case, bro, I'm not gonna fight you. If that's the case, I agree with you. And I think how we said earlier on, you can't judge this piece of work in isolation, and therefore for that, the overarching theme, concept, idea onto it is very disruptive.
Yeah.
The overriding theme, big word, arching theme. Cover itself, no, the idea behind the album cover and how to distribute it and execute it, disruptive. 7.
Yeah.
7.
And as a simple another extra bit of info, I think they just did as we are reporting on this, I think the album did about 100K on Apple, which is quite 100K streams. Which from assumption, again, I don't know anything, but I think these guys are still kind of moving very independently. So
very indie.
Yeah.
All right. No, man. Shout out to you. Okay. Are you ready, bro? Are you ready, bro?
Ready, bro, and I'm ready to fight you for it. Because I know you beat it.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into this one, bro. So